Hello Libra, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We are looking at all three sides of the connection, so I've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story, so we'll be looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. This middle section is looking at what is the deeper purpose of this connection and what is the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. As I do in all of my readings, I've pulled the overall energy and clarified those messages, which we'll jump into in just a second, but I still have a different tarot deck I'll be pulling from for each side of this connection, as well as the advice deck that I'll be using to close out the reading in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. On that note, this whole reading can be reversed, so if that's the case for you, that's totally fine and totally normal. Again, take what helps, leave what doesn't. All right, Libra. On your side of this connection, you have opened your eyes with the Nine of Pentacles here. So I feel as if this connection is kind of in your eyes, very much wish fulfillment for you. You know, maybe this person is kind of who you've always wanted, or this connection is something that you've always kind of desired, which has kind of caused you with this open your eyes card to maybe not see some things that you would typically see if you were kind of dealing with someone else. So for instance, maybe there's behavior you haven't wanted to acknowledge, or there's like certain things about this person that you're overlooking because you have such a desire for the connection, which is totally kind of natural and normal, but there's something here that needs to be seen about that, because this person has opened yourself to others. So it's interesting because I don't know if they fully kind of opened themselves up to you. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is definitely an energy of like lacking reciprocation. So definitely like imbalance, which is interesting because in between the connection you have balance with the Hierophant in reverse. So this Hierophant in reverse is like you're needing to see something. There's something that needs to be brought into your awareness that you're either not seeing or the universe is trying to guide you to see, because the overall theme for the reading is full moon. And I kind of see this as like, obviously full moons can kind of represent closing out cycles, but I also feel like this can be just like going around and around, right? Which obviously is a cycle, but just as if things aren't progressing, they're just kind of repeating. And so I'm not sure how it all ties together, but I do very much feel as if there's an imbalance in this connection. Now, maybe it's one that you've been kind of okay with because you desire, this connection so much, but I don't know. We'll just see what Tarot has to say. So let's start, Libra, with your side of this connection. This is Libra's side of the connection to the person that you're dealing with. Oh, that card really just came out. Yeah, Seven of Wands in reverse with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So like on paper, this person really matches what it is you've desired in a relationship, or a connection of some sort. Like they match the picture you've maybe always had in your head of like who you wanted to be in a connection with, which has caused you, again, and I already kind of said this, but I'm going to add on to it. It's caused you to overlook other things because like this checklist maybe that you had like on paper is there. So maybe you're lacking boundaries or sacrificing your needs in other ways because you're like, well, this person has so many qualities that I've desired in someone that I don't really need these other things. But I feel like you actually do. It's just you feel as if you're okay with it, with receiving less from them because they kind of match up with what you've desired in some way. I don't know why, but that's the second time that it kind of feels like on paper or on the outside, this connection is very much wish fulfillment, but then there's obviously an imbalance here that needs to be addressed. This is Libra's side of the connection. Yeah, because there's a cycle. Going around and around and around. But what is the cycle? 3 of Wands in reverse. Hang on. I want to clarify the World in reverse. It's like a cycle of waiting. Waiting for what, though? What are you waiting for? Cycle of waiting. For things to change, for things to get better, for things. Said, what are you waiting for? And the 7 of Swords came out. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm waiting for. It's like you're not happy with how things are. On some level. Like, this person definitely fits what you've desired in some ways, but then in other ways, there's this energy of waiting for things to get better, waiting for things to change, but they never do. It's like, what are you waiting for? I don't know. Something. But yeah, and that's why I feel like there's this energy of kind of going around and around because you're waiting on things to progress or this person to change or to open up or to give more or whatever the case is, and it just never happens. What are you waiting for? I don't know. I'm just waiting on something. That's kind of a funny message. All right, Libra's side of the connection. Woo, Libra, we got them rose-colored glasses on. Judgment in reverse with the Temperance. It's like you're beyond patient with them in ways that you wouldn't normally be. Not that patience is a bad thing. You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't be patient with people, but it's almost like this energy of giving them the benefit of the doubt almost to a detriment of yourself. You know, when I talk about rose-colored glasses, I don't mean, you know, when you love someone, you're going to see the good in them. That's not what I'm talking about. Rose-colored glasses are when you see things as you want them to be or desire them to be, and instead of kind of seeing things through the lens of truth, which is how something is making you feel. You know, we often confuse how we feel about someone with how they make us feel. So if you're feeling kind of lonely or anxious or uncertain or not prioritized, you know, that is more important and that needs to be addressed more than the way that you feel about this person. You might feel like they're your wish fulfillment. You might feel like they have everything, you know, the qualities of a person that you've always desired, but then they make you feel things that are negative, or they don't make you feel things that are positive, such as like safe and, you know, lovable and whatever the case might be. And it feels like, I don't know, Libra, I feel like you let this person get away with too much. I do. And I feel like it's starting to affect you on deeper levels. And maybe it has been for a while, but just something needs to be seen here. I don't know what it is with this Judgment in reverse. It's something like the need to see the truth beyond the circumstance. The need to see the truth. I don't know what that is yet, though. Because you have open your eyes, too. You're waiting. You don't know what, but you're waiting for things to be different, to be better in some way, but they never change. They never progress. All right, let's see. This person's energy. Open yourself to others with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This person's energy toward a Libra. I mean, there's the 6 of Pentacles in reverse right there. The Chariot in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords. This is extremely contradictory. I mean, to have forward movement with the Six of Swords with the stagnancy of the Chariot in reverse. It's like they want to move forward with this, but something's stopping them. What is stopping them? And then this Four of Swords in reverse is this need for a need for rest, like introspect. It's like, okay, this is chaotic. This is chaotic energy. So hang on, I want to clarify the Six of Swords with the Chariot in reverse here, because yeah, it's like this is so contradictory. Because they have love for you with the Two of Cups. They have love for you here, but it's like they want to move forward, but something's stopping them. What's stopping them? I want to know what's stopping them. I'm going to put this. What's stopping them from moving forward? Okay, we just saw that Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, maybe that means I need to clarify the Four of Swords in reverse. I felt like there was something I was missing from that. Like burnt out. Clarifying the Four of Swords in reverse here. Something's draining their energy. Something's draining their energy here. Yeah, because there's a Three of Pentacles. Something. Give me just a second. This is so interesting. Oh my gosh, my neighbor's dog is in my backyard. She can hop the fence. Right, hang on. So yeah, because you had this Ace of Pentacles and then the Three of Pentacles here. So something is draining their energy, which is keeping them from being able to show up fully for this. They want to move forward, but something is stopping them. But I don't know what it is. I can't tell if it's third party or if it's coming from within. Something else draining their energy. Like maybe, I don't know, like if they're over prioritizing their job, like they can't fully show up for the connection, or if they're over prioritizing something else. What is it? They have love for you. There's no doubt about that, but it's like, then they have open yourself to others. Could be dealing with fire sign. Ones are the Three of Swords. Past hurt. Past hurt is stopping them. They have this hurt from their past, from past experiences. That like, it's almost like they were drained. They're drained from something from their past, which doesn't allow them to fully show up for this. It's something that, some sort of Three of Swords here. You don't have to be dealing with fire sign, by the way. But that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius if you are. Possibly Aries, because you have the Emperor here. But again, doesn't have to be. It's like this past hurt that is keeping them from being able to open up to you. They have love here, but this past hurt, it's like it's got a hold of them. It's draining them. It's drained their energy, their ability to give. Okay, so maybe, you're waiting on them to open up to you, I guess, is what it is. Waiting for them to open up to you. Okay, I'm getting a little curious here. So let's get more, Libra, for your side of this. So they've got this past hurt, something from their past that's stopping them. Something they haven't dealt with, something they haven't healed from. Just keeping them from fully being able to give to this. It's like something else still has their energy. Now, I'm not saying like they're hung up on something or anything like that. That's not what I mean. It's like something else Something that they haven't fully healed from is keeping them from being able to fully invest in this. Libra side of the connection. It's like, I don't know, they've been hurt before, so they don't want to open up again. High Priestess in reverse with the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the thing, Libra. I don't know what is going on yet, but it's like there's this energy of you not listening to your intuition, not listening to your gut, not listening to yourself. There's such a fear of losing this person and losing this connection that you're not wanting to see something that's right in front of you. I don't know what that is yet. What is Libra not wanting to see? I'm just going to straight up ask it. What is Libra not wanting to see? I know I'm having to ask a lot of questions and do a lot of clarifying, but oh my gosh. Okay, Page of Cups in reverse with the 6 of Wands here. So what you're not wanting to see is that you're hoping and waiting for this person to give you what it is that they're incapable of. Because this Page of Cups in reverse is emotional unavailability. You have the 6 of Wands. This place, you have a lot of hope for this connection. You're hoping that, it's like you're hoping that they open up. You're hoping they change. You're hoping they reciprocate, but then they don't. It doesn't ever change. It's like you're hoping for something they're not capable of. That's what you're not wanting to see. No, they're not capable of right now. That doesn't mean that's impossible, but when we're investing in someone out of hopes that they change, we're investing on someone with condition. We're loving someone with condition. We're saying, I love you and I want to be in this connection on the condition that you change, on the condition that things change. Which I'm not saying you're not deserving of what it is that you're asking for or looking for in this, because you absolutely are. But we have to understand that when we're investing in someone and the potential of someone, or like if this person heals or if they become emotionally available, it's like that's what you're waiting on. You're waiting on them to match your energy. But it almost feels like this connection is settled into a dynamic here where they continue to not match your energy because of something that has nothing to do with you. And it's like draining you. It's taking from you. Okay. So what else does the Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know about their side of this connection? I'm not saying this connection is hopeless, okay? But I feel like you're needing to kind of see that you're asking this person to be something that they are incapable of being right now. Not that you aren't deserving of what you're asking for, but that, I don't know, it's almost like, I don't know, let me just keep, because here's the thing, right? We talked about how you're not necessarily setting boundaries or asking for your needs to be met in a way that you usually would, because you have such a desire for this connection. You're not requiring what you would usually require because, you really want this to work, but it feels like it's starting to like affect you in some way here. Libra side of this connection. I just realized all these cards are in reverse except for the 3 of Swords. Yeah, there's something karmic. There's a karmic cycle you're stuck in here. What is this karmic cycle? What? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There it is, the 4 of Cups with the 10 of Cups. See, you see so much potential here in this person, in this connection, that it's almost like there's a part of you that's like, I'm not giving up on this because of what this could be, but to a detriment of yourself. It's like you are experiencing, I don't know if it's necessarily mistreatment or sacrificing your needs or something out of the hopes of what this could potentially be, and you're waiting for this potential, and you've been waiting for this potential, and it's like you might start to see some changes, or you see glimpses of that potential, but then things go back to how they were, and it's just like it's recurring. It's recurring. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So what does Libra need to know about this person's energy toward them? One of the things we have to learn is that people can only meet us where they're at today. And we have to be willing to let people show up where they're at today, but also still make the best decision for ourselves with where they're at today. We, as humans, have a tendency to spend so much time investing in the potential of others that we forget to invest in our own potential of what we deserve. So we see what somebody could be, and we think that that is the only path that we can have what it is that we desire. And so we hold on to it, and we wade through, really not so great experiences because we think that that is the only path to getting to where it is that we deserve, when in reality we might actually be blocking the path to what it is we ultimately deserve here. But I don't know, just something, because what it feels like, Libra, is that this person isn't on your level. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that you are better than this person. I'm not saying that in a way of like, I'm not saying like you're better than this person, but we are all on different journeys. We all have different levels of emotional availability. We all have different levels of emotional awareness and emotional intelligence, and you deserve someone who can match yours. Because if you're always dealing with someone who isn't matching your emotional availability or intelligence or whatever the case might be, there's always going to be an imbalance there. Because you're going to deal with someone who is self-aware and who is constantly trying to show up in the best way they know how, and then you're going to be dealing with someone who is completely unaware of themselves, who isn't taking accountability, who is using their past as a way to project onto the connection and allowing their hurt to carry over and blaming you for things that happened in their past. And you're constantly trying to see what you need to see, and then you're dealing with someone who isn't, and that's just going to consistently butt heads. It's going to create an imbalance. And I feel like that's kind of what is happening here. This person's energy toward Libra. It's not that this person doesn't love you. Like, this isn't like an unrequited love situation. It just feels like I don't know if they're capable of matching the love that you are deserving of, which is why you might think you desire this, but it might not be possible to be what it is that you desire, at least with where it's at right now. This person's energy toward Libra. Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, this person has so much fear and anxiety and insecurity when it comes to love, and it's almost like they're prioritizing it. They're keeping themselves completely closed off here because, I mean, quite frankly, they're afraid of opening up. But it just feels like you're just kind of like, I don't care. I love them. I want to make this work. And I get that, and that's wonderful, but it's obviously affecting you. I mean, it's not fair to you. And I feel like, it's so easy to see how despite other people's flaws, like they're still deserving of love and they're still deserving of care. And it's not so easy to see that we're deserving of those exact same things. And it feels like you're trying to, show this person that they're deserving of love and that they're lovable and that you're willing to love them and all of these things, but then just it just feels like you're willing to just like accept so much less than that. And obviously you're waiting on things changing. You're obviously not happy with how things are. You want things to improve, but things aren't improving, and there is absolutely zero guarantee that they ever will. some people are not here to heal. Some people are here to show us what happens if we don't. And sometimes and this is kind of a little bit of the bone to pick I have with the twin flame concept, is I thought that I was dealing with one in my past, and I attached my happiness to this idea of this other person healing and growing. And that completely made me tie together my ability to be happy and loved to somebody else's decision to heal. And that was never fair to me, because I was deserving of love regardless of whether or not that person healed and grew. And that's what ended up happening. It's just for so long I kept myself trapped in a connection and in a place where I was deserving of so much more because I thought that was as good as it could get, or I was waiting on things to change. So it feels like this person has so much fear and anxiety surrounding love. They don't know how to open up. They don't know how to. It's like they're still tied to something that is just, I don't know. This person's energy toward Libra, like, that still has like a piece of their soul. Again, I'm not saying they're hung up on someone from their past. That's not what I mean. I just mean that they're still very tied to a very intense pain that they've experienced in the past, which is keeping them from being able to open up here. And that wouldn't be a problem. Like, people are going to go through painful things, and there's going to be moments in their life where they're unable to give us what we deserve. Okay, that's natural. That's life. That's, sustainable connections, or understanding there are going to be ups and downs like that. But the problem I'm seeing here is the unwillingness to heal. There doesn't feel like there is a recognition and an action being taken to work through these things. That's where the problem lies, is nothing is changing. This person's energy toward Libra. Yeah, I mean, there's the self-sabotage right there. And it's like they're choosing it. They're choosing to kind of sabotage this connection, pushing you away, because they're more afraid. They haven't healed from past hurt, so they're still fearing hurt, which means they don't want to open up to the potential of hurt because they already are bearing so much from their past still. I mean, hurt people, right? And I feel like that's exactly what's happening in this connection, because they love you, they care about you, they want to make this work, but they're not doing the things that are necessary to make this work. It's one thing to be like, oh, I want this. It's another thing to do what you need to do to make it work. Now, so much of the time, we start to take it personally, and we're like, well, why won't this person heal? Or why won't they grow? Or why won't they face these things so that they can show up for the connection? And we feel as if it has something to do with us. They don't see our value. They don't believe that we're lovable and deserving. It has nothing to do with you, Libra. It has nothing to do with what you're worthy and deserving of. It has everything to do with this person's own internal battle that they're dealing with, that they don't want to face, because it's hard. It's so much easier to not face our pain. It is so much easier to push it away, distract from it, run from it, put it on others. It's so much easier to do that. It takes a courage and a willingness to, kind of face the uncomfortable stuff to really heal and grow. So, if you can say that you're doing that, then you deserve someone who can match that in you. Especially if this is kind of a romantic thing here. But, all right, let's get one more. This person's energy toward Libra. I just feel like there's a need to be a little bit more careful with your heart in this connection. Being a little bit more careful with and making sure you're managing your expectations, and you're not just giving yourself fully, your mind, body, and spirit fully to somebody who doesn't really have any kind of ability to give that back. Because it feels like you're kind of doing that and then just waiting on this person to do the same, when they're just sitting there with this past hurt saying, I can't do that. They can, they're just choosing not to because it's easier. It has nothing to do with you. People will spend a lot of time running from their pain. And, we often think that we can change that, which is where we start to kind of get ourselves hurt. This person's energy toward Libra. Yeah, so there it is. It's like this 8 of Cups with the 10 of Wands. It's like they, I don't know if they walked away from this. I don't know if They've pulled back from this. I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's because of it's their past stuff. It's their baggage. Because they love this. It's like, yeah, and I said this from the beginning. It's like they want this, but they can't. They want to invest. They want to move forward, but they can't. Something's holding them back. And it's their baggage. It's their past. It's their pain. And that's going to continue to get in the way of their ability to be vulnerable and open and authentic, because that's just kind of the way it works. Our trauma is going to consistently block us from being who we ultimately are. And if they're not dealing with any of that, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's the hardest thing. You know, when we love and care about someone, all we want to do is see them happy. We want to see them happy. We want to see them healed. We want to see them thriving. But we cannot heal others. We can lead a horse to water, can't make it drink. You can show someone the steps to heal. You can tell them, you know, whatever you think that they need. But if they're not willing to face those things in themselves, they're not going to heal. And you're going to keep going around and around and around and around and around and around with this person, which is what you've been doing in it. And every single time you go around this circle here, it takes a little bit more of your soul, a little bit more of your heart, a little bit more of your energy. And eventually you're going to wake up and you're going to go, I don't have anything else to give. I've given so damn much to this. I don't have anything else to give, because that's not sustainable. You can't bare your soul to somebody and you know, consistently do that over and over again and receive nothing in return. That will not be sustainable for the long term. So it's not you. It's that they have this past. They have this baggage. And is that fair to you? No, absolutely not. But you can't control it. You can't do anything about it. So this cycle that you're stuck in with this person, that's why you have this open your eyes card. I mean, it says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. When someone shows you what they're capable of, when someone shows you what their limits are, what their capacity is to love, believe them the first time. Say, okay, sounds good. This is what I have to do for myself then. Because it feels like there's a part of you that's holding on to this version of them that you know that they could be if they did heal, but that version of them does not exist. That's not a real person. What you're looking for, that potential, that very much exists, and you can very much have that. It just might not be in the form of this person. I'm not saying it can't be, but you can't put all of your eggs into the basket of this person healing to the detriment of yourself and leave yourself constantly empty because you're trying to heal for two. Okay, we're going to hop on over to the extended. There's some tough messages there at the end, but I hope they were received well. We're going to hop on over to the extended. You have balance with the Hierophant in reverse. I'm going to pull 9 different messages looking at what is the deeper purpose of this connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. And then I have an advice card to pull at the very end. Thank you so much, Libra, as always, for your support of my channel. I obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Libra, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward.